it's so fitting. I mean, the Meathook Massacre in a zombie deck, I mean, come on, that is so fitting. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Raccoon City. I don't know, like something's going on. I think like there's like an outbreak of like the T virus or something. I don't know what's going on, but the zombies are aloof. And what do we got here? We got all of the zombies here. First off, you'll notice we are playing snow-covered swamps and snow-covered islands, but we're not going blood on the snow. Because this is an aggro deck, I don't think that blood on the snow really benefits us in any sort of way, but we are running Snowland for Narfi, the Betrayer King. Other snow and zombie creatures you control are going to get 1/1, but the thing that really makes Narfi so good is for 3 snow sources, you can just return Narfi, Betrayer King, from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped at any time. You can use this at instant speed. Now, it does come in tapped, but at any time, if you just have 3 untapped mana sources that are snow, you can just be able to play the Narfi. It is so good, so wonderful. Recurring Narfi, love it, love it, love it. We do have 4 Overcharged Amalgam, and if we're running blue just for Narfi, we have to at least consider Overcharged Amalgam because this card is just so good. If you can have a board, even if it's just like 1 or 2 creatures, if you can challenge them for Overcharged Amalgam, you get a 3/3 flying zombie horror creature, and you get to counter something. And not only can you counter something, you can counter a creature, a target spell, an activated ability, or a triggered ability. So Overcharged Amalgam is absolutely insane. I just can't believe that it doesn't find a whole lot of play, and I don't know why, because zombies are really good. I think the zombie deck is really, really good. Obviously, it's not like super uber mega duper meta or anything, but Overcharged Amalgam is an absolute force to be reckoned with. The Drugger Necromancer, not gonna lie, this card is a little bit more memey. I think we're just kind of running it just for the funsies of it. It doesn't come up a whole lot. It's only relevant in creature decks as well, and we are running a whole lot of aggro, but or removal, we are running obviously aggro. The thing with this card is versus creature decks, it does come up sometimes. It's very nice when you have like a Death Touch and you're just swinging in and they have no choice but to block. Is it a win more card? Yeah, kinda, but it's a snow card and it's a zombie card, so it does fit the bill pretty nicely. I think I'll probably remove it for like 2 Infernal Grasps or something, or maybe another Jadar. But you know, it's a snow deck and a zombie deck. This is just for the, we're not into Mythic yet, so we're just running it for the funsies. Archghoul of Thraben is really good because whenever a creature, another zombie you control dies, look at the top card of your library. If it's a zombie, you just reveal it and put it in your hand. How good is that? This and the Headless Rider are a match made in heaven. The Headless Rider, whenever it dies or another non-token zombie you control dies, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. So whenever you just get like Doomscarred or something, the Headless Rider, boom, you're just gonna be able to create. It just replaces itself. So if you have like, you know, a Ghast out, a Jadar, a Graf Reaver, and a Headless Rider, if they use like a Doomscar and clear the board, you literally just replace every body with a 2/2 zombie. Now, yeah, they don't have any abilities, but again, it just creates foolproof boards where you can't just play Doomscar. And the Archghoul of Thraben, if you have both of them out, it's over. They can't kill anything because you'll just be able to replace it with Headless Rider, and you'll be able to just. They're not technically not drawing, but it might as well be drawing. You're going to refill your hand with these 2 cards. Absolutely insane. Felstinger, you're going to exploit a creature, draw 2 cards, and lose 2 life, which is really awesome with the Shambling Ghast. Most notably, we're not running Deadly Dispute because Shambling Ghast is kind of the only creature that we want to really use, but Felstinger has also another utilization with Jadar, Ghoulkeeper of Nephalia. Every single turn you're going to be able to drop another 2/2 black zombie creature token, which gives us food for the Overcharged Amalgam and the Felstinger. And I think I'm actually going to kick this up to 3. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and kick that up to 3, so don't worry about that. I think the Necromancer is going to be cut from the final list. So Graf Reaver is actually really good because there are a lot of Lulth. Lulth is really annoying. I've run in 7. There's still enough Planeswalkers that I do feel comfortable running Graf Reaver, and even if it's not, it's still a 3/3. So we are running 1. It's going to deal 1 damage to you at the beginning of every turn, but guess what? I don't really care. This is an aggro deck. This is an aggressive deck, so I don't really care about our life that much. Meathook Massacre, I don't care if you're running aggro control, whatever. This is just a great card. But this is the deck. Champion of the Parish and Shambling Ghast are the 1-drop heroes. This card gets really, really, really big, really, really fast. So this is pretty much the deck here. We got Narfi, Betrayer King, we got Raccoon City, and I hope you get the reference because it's one of my favorite games. Scared the crap out of me when I was a kid, but this is Raccoon City. Let's get ready to eat some brains and vanquish some enemies. Wakoaka, hello. We've been playing so many games together. I gotta give you a hello. We've been playing so many gosh darn games together. Give us a hello. Let's go ahead and drop this. Pay 3 life. Let's go for this Champion of the Parish. Usually, most decks would rather see Champion or the Shambling Ghast come out first, but you know, this is a zombie deck. We're getting aggro. Let's go ahead and drop this. And I'm just gonna go straight for the Graf Reaver. This is all out aggro. Let's see if we can get a little bit. Yeah. So obviously no exploitation. We don't exploit here in Raccoon City. No, 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 no. So they got the Luminarch Aspirant. That's, you know, unfortunate for them because they're going to be at a 2-2. We're at least going to be able to get the Shambling Ghast out. So let's drop the Shambling Ghast. That'll make our Champion of the Parish to 3-3. And unfortunately, that's going to be all we can do for right this second. But we take them down to 12. And this Agadeem's Awakening, we're going to put this in tapped. I kind of want the Shambling Ghast to die, because unfortunately we're not going to be able to get into the Overcharged Amalgam. So let's see what they got here. Another Aspirant. Ooh, okay. So let's see how they want to dish out these 1-1 counters. They get 2 of them. So they're just going to go nice and tall. Okay. I don't blame them. We got another Overcharged Amalgam. That's actually horrendous. That is actually really bad because we already have one, and we don't have enough blue. But we get to do the Draugr, a Necromancer here. Obviously we're going to be playing this. And let's swing with the Champion of the Parish and the Shambling Ghast. Let's go ahead and do that. If they want to get rid of anything, the Necromancer is going to let us steal it in due time. And the next turn we'll be able to play with any colored mana. Pretty cool, pretty cool. The Necromancer, we're only running 2 of these because obviously it's not the best card versus control. Well, it's actually really terrible versus control. So we got 3 Agadeem, the Undercrypts. They're actually going to take it. That's actually kind of surprising to me. Okay. We can still block with the Graf Reaver. Tainted Adversary. This has Death Touch as well, so that's actually worthy of note. They're going to use Vanishing Verse on our Necromancer, and that's really sad. So they have 2 more Aspirants. They're going to put a 1-1 counter on both of these. Deal 1 damage, and this is stuck just doing damage to us, so that's really sad and unfortunate. So, what do we want to do? We could go for Meathook Massacre here. I think the move is going to be to go for Meathook. And just pray that they block with the Aspirant here. So yeah, let's go ahead and swing all. We could always use Shambling Ghast to squeeze any gaps if need be. So let's see what they want to do here. I mean, they're gonna have to block, obviously. We do have lethal, so they have to at least block 1 of our creatures. Okay, let's see what you want to do. This is kind of a weird spot. They don't know that we're packing a Meathook Massacre, so yeah, this is actually fine. We're gonna go for the Treasure Token because I want to be able to get this Overcharged Amalgam out. So let's go for the Treasure Token. The Meathook Massacre will go for 2, and that will swipe the board. Clear the board here, and we go up to 13 life. And then we're sitting on 2 Overcharged Amalgams, and we fortunately will be able to have a blue source here. So Edgar, okay. We could go for Headless Rider, or do we want to go for Overcharged Amalgam? The only problem is the Overcharged Amalgam, we can't use the exploit, so it doesn't really matter. It's still a 3-3. So, but it is in the air. It is in the air, though. I guess we'll go for the... Headless Rider. I mean, the Overcharged Amalgam is just a 3-3 in the air, so it doesn't really matter. So they got the Adeline. That is a nightmare card. That is an absolute nightmare card. I guess what we'll do is take it. Oh, that's so bad. It feels so bad. Not ready to do the Meathook Massacre nonsense yet. They do have Hive of the Eye Tyrant. We do get a Graf Reaper. Okay, I guess we're going to do absolutely nothing, but fortunately now we can do Overcharged Amalgam, so that's pretty cool. That is absolutely... I did not want to see an Adeline there. Now they got Hive of the Eye Tyrant to go for Menace. Oh god, okay, well let's see what we can do here. The Overcharged Amalgam, if we sacrifice the Headless Rider, not too bad here. We can always pop the Headless Rider, and the Headless Rider replaces itself, but I'm really scared of the Hive of the Eye Tyrant. I really am. I'd rather them play something, and they're going to go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant. At this point, I think we're going to have to do it. It's not pretty, but we're going to actually counter this. Very, very underwhelming. We'll get rid of the Headless Rider. We'll create another one in its place, so that's pretty cool. And they actually lose a little bit of life here. So they're going to swing in here. We'll be able to at least chump block the Edgar. So yeah, I was about to say, I would really hope they swing in with both if I was you, because not very good on our end. I'm sweating profusely. Oh boy, let's see what you want to do here. So they're going to create another 1/1, right? Yeah. No, okay, what are you going to do? You gonna swing in? I hope they don't. If they do, I think swinging in is the correct move. It's definitely the correct move. It's just a matter of fact of like, what do they want to do here? We could actually, let's see what we could do. We could kill the Adeline, right? If we double block, but that leaves us down to 6. Yeah, not great. This is, I mean, it's actually kind of a weird situation because they're sweating and we're, so wow, they actually don't swing with the other human. That's actually really weird. So we can just chump block and then block this. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to take 4, go down to 4. This dies. The Meathooks will go off. They lose 1 life. We gain 1 life. It's 5-5. Valky. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're going to take... If they're smart, they would take the Graf Reaver. They take the Amalgam. Why do they take Amalgam? I can't even cast the Amalgam. That is very surprising. We cannot cast this Amalgam. So that is very surprising to me. Either way, I think we're still in the rocks here, because we can go for Fell Stinger. Let's see what we can do. We can swing with Amalgam, get them down to 2. We can go for Fell Stinger. That puts our Amalgam dead, but we draw 2 cards. We're gonna be stuck at 1 life. So if we go for Hive of the Eye Tyrant, we can block these 2, swing in for 3, and take these, right? So if we go for Fell Stinger, we can block these 2. Hive of the Eye Tyrant will do 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. All we can do, the best move, I know it's not great, and we probably lost no matter what we do. Going for the Amalgam. Tap this for blue, black, black. Go in for Fell Stinger. Exploit itself. Hopefully get into a land. If we get into a land, they lose 1 life here. Obviously, we're going to lose a little bit of life too. If we get into a land here, we can go into Graf Reaver, and we can exploit the Fell Stinger. I think, right? If we exploit the Fell Stinger, even though there's no Planeswalker. So even though there's no Planeswalker, we can still set off the exploit, and the Meathook Massacre is going to kill them. Wow, what a game. Raccoon City takes it. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. I don't know what it is, but Bakoka, the matchmaker really likes us. We're gonna go ahead and give you a hello. I don't know what's going on. I guess we'll play all day. That's fine with me. I'm gonna go with the Graf Reaver. Yeah, let's go for the Graf Reaver over the Shambling Ghast. Hopefully we can get into something here. Going into the Shambling Ghast and the Fell Stinger is a pretty awesome combination, but we're gonna need another land to get into anyway. We're gonna deal 1 damage to us. The Hive of the Eye Tyrant is pretty unfortunate. Yeah. Let's go ahead and swing in here. Hive of the Eye Tyrant is better than no land at all, I suppose. We could go for another Graf Reaver, but this Aspirant is going to get big here soon. So I think what I want to do is maybe go into a Shambling Ghast so that we have a target for the Fell Stinger. Yeah, it's wishy-washy, but I think I really want to get the Shambling Ghast out. Plus, we don't have enough blue for our Amalgam yet, so let's do that. No, let's say no. I'm gonna say no. It's close. Deal 1 damage. We got another Hive of the Eye Tyrant. That's pretty annoying, but yeah, let's go ahead and play this down because we're just gonna go straight for the Fell Stinger. I guess we should have waited because if we swing in with a Graf Reaver, we maybe. I don't think that's actually a good move. So just straight up Treasure Token. I'm not worried about this 1/1 creature too much, and not the best here. End the turn. This is going to deal 1 more damage to us. We do have a Meathook Massacre, which is really nice. This Adeline's going to be a pain in our side. I guess, shoot, kind of everything is, to be honest with you. So they're gonna go with Henrika Demonte. Let's see if are they gonna transform it or are they gonna draw a card? Or are they gonna, what are they gonna do here? The Felsinger with Death Touch is very, very nice. So I'm curious. Are they gonna just go? I don't want them to transform because that makes it a lot harder for us to kill things, and that is gonna be good for us. So they actually use the 1/1 counter on that. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get rid of our Graf Reaver. For sure. They want to swing in. We've got Death Touch here, so we're going to go ahead and kill you, Adeline. Down to 8 we go, but that dies. So we're definitely going to be playing this for... Well, I guess we have enough blue, so we don't have to worry about the blue anymore. Meathook Massacre can drop this for 3? Is that the move? I think that's going to be the move. So let's drop this for black. Meathook Massacre for 3. They are tapped out, so I don't have to worry about them retaliating or anything. So Meathook Massacre is going to clear the board, and it's so fitting. I mean, the Meathook Massacre in a zombie deck, I mean, come on, that is so fitting. I'm going to play the Champion of the Parish now. 1/1, pretty cool. Hopefully it'll get bigger, so we get an Edgar Charmed Groom. Okay. We also have got this Overcharged Amalgam. I think that's going to be what I want to do here. Overcharged Amalgam will let us counter something. Yeah, I think at this point the Champion of the Parish is just not going to get big enough, right? We go for Graf Reaver and then the Archghoul, but then we can't counter anything. Okay. I guess we'll just say pass. If they've got something big, they're going to do it now. So okay, so now they're just going to swing. I'm thinking now we could actually just flash this in double block, and they can only kill 1. I think that's pretty decent here. It's not great, and we're actually not going to exploit. But now we do get the double block, and it's basically a 1-for-1. So I think that's pretty cool. I would imagine they kill the Champion of the Parish. They could also use like a Vanishing Verse, and then that kind of screws us up a little bit too. I'm assuming a Vanishing Verse is coming. Or it's just some sort of removal, and they actually don't have it, so that's pretty cool. So we do get to keep our Overcharged Amalgam. The Meathook is going to go off. So they do get the Coffin. The Coffin is really good. Oh. So Elite Spellbinder is not what we wanted to see here. That's really bad, because that walls off our Amalgam, and that does make, what, our Felsinger going to cost more? Ouch. Pretty ouchy there. So we do get an Agadeem's Awaken. Agadeem's Awaken is actually really good here. We can play this for 2. And get back Graf Reaver, Champion of the Parish. So Agadeem's Awakening is very, very good. That was actually a very good draw. We can't get into a Felstinger, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. What I'm going to do here, we're going to go ahead and just cast this for 2. I know we could wait for 3, but I don't want to wait. We're going to go with the Graf Reaver and the Champion of the Parish. Or should we go for Shambling Ghast? Let's go for Shambling Ghast because I want to be able to have... Shambling Ghast is the best target for the Felstinger, and we still can do the Felstinger here. Because we're, what, behind, I think we can maybe not swing here. No, let's swing. Because if we use Felstinger, we can sacrifice the Shambling Ghast and use the -1 on the Elite Spellbinder. So we go down to 9, but we can get rid of the Spellbinder pretty easily. So let's see what they want to do here. This is definitely Tooth and Nail. Tooth and Nail. Brain for Brain? Trying to make a zombie reference here. Heart for Heart, Brain for Brain. Not Tooth for Tooth, Nail for Nail. So go for... Oh my gosh, they have their own Meathook Massacre. Okay, so everything's gonna go bye-bye. Pretty bad here. So now we're gonna just trade Meathook Massacres. Wow, there's a bazillion things on this stack. We're gonna let that all resolve out. Boom, 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 boom. 9 to 13. Okay. Alrighty here. We do have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant, so we could swing that way. I don't think I'm going to. Let's just go for the Archghoul and then go for Graf Reaver. We are getting a little bit suspiciously low on life here, but whatever. We'll go ahead and let them get a 1/1 lifelinker. And a Wedding Announcement, that's not good. They're going to keep putting out little weenies here. I don't really want to see that. So, fortunately, we do get a Shambling Ghast. Pretty cool. What I'm going to do, yeah, we're going to go ahead and use the Felsinger. We're getting a little bit low on life, but let's go ahead and press the issue right now. They are going to double block here. I'm not going to lie, I really did not expect that. But be that as it may, we still get one trigger with the, well, they get a bunch of triggers with the Meathooks, but we at least get to use the Archghoul at one time. And I'm not gonna lie, I really did not see that coming. I really didn't. So we get an Agadeems. We are gonna keep the Agadeems. So I'm gonna use the Fell Stinger, and I guess we'll get rid of the Ghast. Yeah. So Fell Stinger, I'm gonna use it on myself. I think we're getting a little bit risque here, but I think we'll have enough, right? We'll go for Jadar, and we'll be able to create another zombie token here with Decayed. But I think we're okay here, because we got Edgar. We still have 6 life. I think that's okay. So I'm just going to trade. Yeah, let's go ahead and just trade off here. This has Death Touch, so I don't want to take any more damage. So Fell Stinger is going to kill you. Yeah, it's going to come back and do its thing, but it is what it is. Meathooks, I'm not too worried about the Meathooks yet. So, oh, a Sorin. I'm assuming they will create what? A 2/3. Yep.
Under my watch, vampire. You fight for me now.
Okay, what do we want to do here? We can obviously go for Agadeems. Agadeems is going to be the move. We can kill the Sorin. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I suppose we'll just swing in with the Graf Reaver onto your life. We'll be able to use our Graf Reaver on the Sorin. So let's see what they want to do. They're just going to take the damage. Okay. Well, alright, let's go ahead and use the Agadeems. We're obviously going to go ahead and place this for 3. I definitely want to go with a Champion of the Perished. And then, obviously, the Graf Reaver to get rid of the Sorin. And then, I guess we can go for the Archghoul. I don't really want to go for another Fell Stinger. So, let's do this. We get everything back here. Champion of Perish is going to go off, and Graf Reaver. What do we want to get rid of with the Graf Reaver? Let's go ahead and get rid of... The problem with the Graf Reaver is that it deals 2 damage to us. So I'm almost thinking about just getting rid of the Graf Reaver. They can swing in with this 2/3. So that would take us down to 3 to 2. I'm gonna get rid of the Decayed zombie here. So yeah, we're gonna kill the Sorin here. And another Meathook Massacre, does that even benefit us? If we clear the board with a Meathook Massacre, another one, I don't think that even benefits us because they still have a Meathook of their own. So I'm gonna actually take the action. We're gonna get rid of that.
I won't let this be over.
Well, I think you don't really have much of a choice here. So unfortunately now the wedding wedding announcement is gonna turn into wedding festivities. So they're going to swing in over top. Fortunately, we still have some more life to gain. Wedding announcement. So this is going to deal 2 damage to us. Shipwreck Marsh is not going to get it done. So this is it. Well, it's not pretty much it. This is absolutely it. And it looks like we're going to come up just a little bit short here. So let's go ahead and swing on in here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. This has got Decayed as well. They also have Lifelink, so yeah, I haven't even done the math, but it's definitely going to be a good game. I think because the reason why I got rid of the Meathook Massacre is the Meathook Massacre, if it's our turn and we play the Meathook Massacre, our abilities go on the stack first. So it's not like the Meathook Massacre could even save us right now. Because we would clear the board with a Meathook Massacre. Yeah, I mean, I think we did the most we could do, right? Down to 6 anyway. So right now the Meathook Massacres, right? Because it's our turn, our Meathooks go on the stack. So then they go first. Yeah, so it didn't matter what we did. Good game, fun game, but came up a little short. Sin themselves. Wow, in the flesh. Well, good thing we're playing Raccoon City because we're coming for your flesh, Sin. So, go ahead and give you a hello. Let's see what we got going on here. We got no 1-drop. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Still got Jadar and a Fell Stinger. Fell Stinger is just so good with the Jadar. Gives them lovely, lovely food. And I think because we're going first, I'm going to save the Agadeems. Whenever you have 2 lands and an Agadeem, you're always in that weird position where, yeah, see, so now we draw another land. And now I'd feel a little bit weird if I got rid of the Agadeem, because that's just free value late game. I'm going to go with Jadar. over the Graf Reaver. I think it is a little bit better right now. So, okay, nothing fancy here. I guess we'll just go for the Archghoul in case they want to kill us. Yeah, we'll just go for the Archghoul. The Archghoul, I mean, this deck is just... The synergy is just so crazy here. Let's see what they want to do. I see them already targeting our Archghoul. They know the pain is coming, so... They're going to go for Fate Hope on the Jadar. That's actually pretty surprising. So, yeah, that's actually kind of surprising here. So, I'm definitely going to be swinging in with the zombie. Because it has decayed, it will die at the end of the turn. And, yep, we'll go ahead and do some damage. And the Archghoul is going to kick in. Well, let's see what we can get here. Hopefully it's not a land. And we got a Shambling Ghast. We're just going to go ahead. Look at that. We'll just add that to our hand for free. Heck yes, that works with me. I'm kind of surprised they used Fading Hope on the Jadar. So, okay, at this point, we're definitely going to want to use the Agadeem's Awakening for the life. Playing against control, I do not care about my life one iota. So, I guess we'll go for the I guess we'll go for the Shambling Ghast here. And let's just go attempt to attack. They actually say okay. And I'm going to go for the Fell Stinger. Should I go for the Fell Stinger? Or should we just go wide? I think we're just going to go wide. If they're just going to do this, let's just go wide. Screw it. If they got some sort of board wipe, nah, whatever. I guess they can have, what, Crush the Weak, that exiles. If they exile, we are looking mighty terrible. But if not, I mean, the zombies are coming for your brains. I'm just telling you that right now. So they go for Shatter Skull. So that is a lot of mana to just kill this one measly Shatter Skull. We're going to go ahead and take the action, obviously. Get a free card in our hand. How awesome is that? Pretty great. So if we go drop the Fell Stinger, we can kill our Shambling Ghast. Yeah, I think that's kind of good. I want to get into this Overcharged Amalgam. So let's go ahead and swing in. Get the damage in while we can. If we go for a Fell Stinger here, we could blow up a Ghast and create a treasure token. 1, 2. I think we'd still be off of an Overcharged Amalgam, unfortunately. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Blow up a Ghast here. We got a free treasure token. Yep. Whenever you play against control, use your life up because it does not matter. It does not matter even a little bit. This becomes a tricky spot. Do we want to save the blue, this treasure token, for the Overcharged Amalgam, or do we just want to go extra wide? I'm actually going to end the turn here. I think we have enough of a board presence. And then we could always Meathook Massacre for lethal. But if they have like a burn down the house, trying to think of what they could... Yeah, so burn down the house is going to happen. Yeah, that's actually fine with me. Create a treasure token. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like fine, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We can go for a Graf Reaver. Yeah, if we go for a Graf Reaver here, we can also get an Overcharged Amalgam if they want to be fancy with it. So let's go for Graf Reaver. Nice little 3/3 action. I wish we had a little bit more oomph here, but yeah, we can just go for Overcharged Amalgam, and I think that's fine if they want to drop anything big and fat here. Which I'm kind of expecting. So they go for Jawari Ruins. And is that really going to be it? So... Alright, I'm going to try this out. I mean, if not, I'm just going to flash this in and not counter anything. Let's go ahead and just go for the Overcharged Amalgam. So they are going to counter our counter, which sucks. But okay, we'll take a little bit of life here. Okay, we'll just do what we can do. Let's go for Narfi and then the Shambling Ghast. Yeah, let's go for Narfi here. Okay, swing it on in. Down to 4. And let's go for Shambling Ghast here. This gets a little bit dicey because now if they've got another burn down the house, I am sweating a little bit. So Expressive Iteration, they're going to dig deeper into their deck. That's going to be it. The zombies are too much for control. So we're back at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and definitely just want to say that this deck ran very well. As you'll notice right away, I did take out the Necromancer, and I added in another Jadar, Ghoulkeeper, Nephalia, and I added in another Swamp. We were running 23 Swamps if you count the Agadeem's Awakening. I think because we're going with Overcharged Amalgam and the Narfi, I think think you can kind of justify just going with a standard 24 land. And plus, I didn't know what else to do. If you go with the Jadar, that leaves us with 59 cards, and I'm not really sure what else I would put in or out of it. So maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know. I think your worst matchup is probably... I don't really know. I mean, it's kind of a coin flip between every match, because if you can get into an Overcharged Amalgam, you can block out control very well. I mean, you can just exploit your Shambling Ghast or, you know, your whatever, a token, anything, and then block the Doomscar or whatever. And even so, the Headless Rider can even come back and everything. But I don't know. The Meathook Massacre is definitely here to stay. I can't believe that one win we had with it, with 2 exploits, Felsinger and the Graf Reaver, just to kill ourselves with the Meathook Massacre, just to barely squint away with that win, was probably one of the most satisfying wins I've had in a long time. Not that crazy of like a win, but like, I mean, it's still crazy, just not that flashy, I guess. It was just really satisfying. So this is the deck. Go ahead and tinker around with it. Maybe run less land, maybe run a little less Overcharged Amalgam. I don't know, it's up to you, but this is the core of the deck. I don't know what it's missing. It did pretty well. So go ahead and leave me a like here. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe, comment, like. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments. Just do something, because it really helps, and I'm trying to make this channel the biggest it can be. So until then, I will see you on the next episode. ManaMan out.